Hello guys, a very warm welcome to all of you. Let us start the current affairs quiz discussion of 8th of May 2024. Guys, I have made a small change in the video format where first I'll be giving you 1 minute to solve the question and then I'm going to explain the question in detail. Guys, I will keep the discussion as close to the demand of the UPSC prelims paper. Guys, from this series, I will try to predict as many questions in the UPSC prelims paper as possible. So let us start. So very first question is about Gaza Strip. Your time begins now. The Gaza Strip often in news is bordered by Dead Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Israel, Egypt. Only one, only two, only three, all four. So guys, you all know that recently Israel has decided that it is going to go for ground invasion in Rafah. Rafah is in Gaza. So this place Gaza can be asked in the UPSC prelims paper. In this question, you have to basically talk about the bordering countries or bordering water bodies of Gaza. Very, very important. Definitely, you can expect a question on Gaza this year. Okay, there are various important crossings, there are important cities, important refugee camps in the Gaza that can be asked in the UPSC prelims. So guys, few seconds remain. I hope you have answered the question. Now let us see the answer. So guys, you can see the map here. You can see this map, guys. This is Gaza, this is Israel. And if you expand the map, okay, we see this is Gaza. We see here Mediterranean Sea. Then we see here Egypt. And then we see here Israel. So you can see here Gaza is bordered by Mediterranean Sea, Egypt and Israel. So you have the answer as 1, 2 and 3. We have the answer only 3. Dead Sea is not. So I would like to, okay, everyone, I would like to advise, please locate Dead Sea. That is very important. Okay. And also prepare all the countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea. This is very, very important for the prelims examination this year. Okay, also you can see the crossings, Rafah crossing, Erez crossing, and the Kerem Shalom crossing. Rafah crossing is between Egypt and Gaza. You can see the Kerem Shalom crossing is between Gaza and Israel, and Erez crossing is also between Gaza and Israel. Plus, there are some settlements like Khan Yunis settlement, and there are other refugee settlements which you should know. So guys, this Rafah is very, very important. You can definitely expect one question coming from Rafah. You can see other crossings, Kerem Shalom crossings, all these crossings are very, very important. Let us see the next question, guys. The next question I have framed on independent candidates. So your time begins now. Consider the following statements regarding independent candidates. An independent candidate is one who is not aligned with any recognized party. The second statement says Election Commission regulations stipulate that candidates failing to secure one-sixth of total votes polled would have to deposit redirected to the treasury, so they will lose their deposits. And third statement says that the security deposit was amount of 500 for general candidates and rupees 250 for the candidates from scheduled tribe and scheduled caste communities. Okay. So guys, how many of these statements are correct? Okay. So we have to see, let me see how many of you have get it right. So only 10 seconds remaining. Let me see guys. Please do answer in the comment box. So guys, you all know that recently in elections, a lot of independent candidates are also trying their luck. So you can see here statement 1 is completely correct because an independent candidate is one who is not aligned to any recognized party. This is correct. Election Commission regulations stipulate that you need to at least get one-sixth of the votes. Otherwise, your security deposit will be taken. So this is also correct. Statement 3 says the security deposit is rupees 500 for general candidates and rupees 250 for SC and ST communities. This is not correct. So guys, it was at the beginning. It was at the start when the first election, general election, okay, first was conducted. Now this amount has been increased to, you can see here, 25,000 rupees for the general candidate and 12,500 for SC and ST candidates. So this is incorrect. Generally, if you see factual statements, statements where a lot of facts are there, generally they are incorrect. So the answer is only 2. Let us now see the third question, guys. Your time begins now. The voluntary returns scheme recently in news is related to USA, UK, Germany, India. So what is the answer of this question? This question is very, very simple. If you are following the current affairs, then you will be able to answer this question very easily. We, in our discussion, daily current affairs discussion, have discussed this issue. Although we have not used this word, the voluntary return scheme, but we have discussed just okay few days back only. So I believe that most of you must have answered this question. Okay, 10 more seconds remain. Let me see how many of you get it right. So guys, basically this voluntary return scheme is related to UK. Guys, recently UK has passed a bill which is also called the Rwanda bill, where all those asylum seekers who are not given permission to stay in UK will be deported to Rwanda. And for every person who is returned to Rwanda, they will be getting some money in return. So this is a very important bill which is in news. So the scheme is called, the scheme you can see it is called voluntary returns scheme. The scheme is called voluntary return scheme. There is a lot of controversy also, that is Rwanda a safe country for refugees? Okay, very, very important. So guys, please do prepare map point. Rwanda is very, very important, even English channel. Okay, so you can just write down, prepare the map of Rwanda. Okay, and English channel. English channel is the water body which is crossed by these asylum seekers to get from France to UK. So this English channel is very important, and Rwanda country, which are the bordering countries of Rwanda, you should prepare. Now let us see the next question, guys. Consider the following. Chikungunya fever. The time begins now. Chikungunya fever, Zika virus fever, yellow fever, West Nile fever, and Japanese encephalitis. How many of the above are viral diseases transmitted by vectors? So, what is the answer? Guys, I have framed this question because there was a news item that West Nile River, West Nile fever, okay, is okay, in Kerala, they have found some of the patients suffering from this West Nile fever. So in this context, I have framed this question. Let us see how many of you get it right. So guys, generally in UPSC, you will see that UPSC has a habit of asking questions regarding diseases, particularly viral outbreaks. Very, very important in UPSC. If you see last 10 years paper, you will see a lot of questions coming from this theme. Therefore, I have framed this question. Let us see how many of you get it right. So the answer to this question is all five. The answer to this question is all five. You can see here, okay, in Kerala, West Nile River, West Nile fever has been found out. So you can see here vector-borne diseases. Which are vector-borne diseases? We have malaria, we have dengue, then we have chikungunya, then we have Zika, then we have yellow fever, then we have West Nile fever, then we have Japanese encephalitis. So all are vector-borne diseases. Very, very important. You can get it in the UPSC. Okay. So, as far as the West Nile fever, the special mosquito is spread by Culex species of mosquito. Culex species of mosquito is very important because they may give you disease and mosquito. Okay, like for example, malaria, which kind of mosquito? You can see here Anopheline mosquito. Okay, so then you can see dengue, Aedes mosquito. Okay, so you should know the names of mosquitoes also. They can give you. Okay, they can give you like this also. They can match the pair questions they can give you. Next question, your time begins now. This is the last question, guys. High inequality in economy will lead to reduced savings, reduced consumption, reduced aggregate demand, reduced economic growth, and low firm productivity. What is the answer? How many of them are result of high economic inequality? So guys, you all know that recently there was a debate about inheritance tax. Why we are debating inheritance tax? We are debating inheritance tax because there is a concern that economic inequality in India has been rising very fast, and we need to redistribute the wealth from the rich to the poor. And inheritance tax will play one of the important role in this redistribution. In this context, this question has been framed: what are the negative aspects, what are the adverse aspects or impact of economic inequality? So guys, I hope most of you have answered the question. Okay, so your time, okay, ends now. So the answer to this question is all five. Let me explain this, guys. So guys, when there is high inequality, okay, so obviously people have low incomes. When people have low incomes, they have low savings, they have low demand. When there is low demand, there is low investment. When there is low investment, there is low economic growth. When there is low economic growth, we have low labor employment. Again, this inequality will continue. This is called the vicious cycle of inequality. So inequality is not good for any economy. If the inequality increases to a great extent, then the growth will be jeopardized. See, some sort of inequality will be there in a free economy. Okay, where because people who are more talented will make more money. But if the policies are made in such a manner that few people only get rich, that is not good. So you can see this question was framed from this topic, inheritance tax. So please do prepare the concept of inheritance tax. Okay, there are various kinds of tax: inheritance tax, wealth tax, estate tax. Okay, you need to prepare everything. Guys, I'll give you some facts. You can see here the the income share of top 1% in India is 22%, and the wealth share of top 1% is 40% of the country. Just imagine this. Income share is 22%, wealth share is 44%, 40%. Okay, it's very huge number. Okay, so guys, this report, okay, we can quote this report, The Rise of Billionaire Raj. In the last 100 years, first time the inequality has increased to such an extent, very, very. Okay, so causes also, they can ask you causes of inequality. So basically the neoliberal economic policies and the jobless growth has been responsible for the inequality. So guys, how many of you have got 5 out of 5? Okay, let me know in the comment box. Guys, did you like the way in which I'm giving this timer and helping you solve questions every day, 5 questions? Please do let me know if you like this analysis and how I can improve this video. Please give your suggestions. Guys, this video I'm making exclusively for those students who are preparing at home and they lack guidance. Guys, let me tell you, I have scored the highest marks in the UPSC prelims. I have mastered the art and science of cracking prelims examination. If you follow this initiative, in this initiative, I'll share everything what I know about the current affairs and UPSC prelims. And this will be one of the best initiatives to master current affairs. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.